good. Okay. Good. Hello, hello. We are back with some Hollow Knight stream. Okay. This motherfucker keeps yapping. Sounds really keeps yapping. What a yapper. So last stream we finally beat the carnival host, so we got ourselves this little guy. He's fully grown. He's now a big guy. Now we do need to find enough money for this bitch, this fat bitch, to get us. Was it like? If I remember. It was like extra damage. Alternatively, we have a lot to do, I guess. We have two missing this shit. I forgot his name. Wait, do we have proper? Oh no, we don't have the. I need the marker because I get lost really easily. Oh hey Meowie, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Assemble this. I'm doing pretty good. I had walked around a lot today. I went to a store, like a big commercial store called Kaufland, and I went there because I was hoping to find some alcoholic iced tea, specifically alcoholic iced tea, because I was looking for it almost everywhere. I can't find any, and I did not manage to find it, but what I did manage to find is some cider, and I'm pretty satisfied with cider. So I got a little. I bought myself some cider from there, and some lemonade and Coke. Oh no, not lemonade. Sorry, I bought some ginger beer. Ginger beer. I really like ginger beer. It's nice. It's like has a spicy ginger flavor. I really like it. Have you ever had it? No, okay. Well, it's ginger beer is similar to ginger ale because it's made similarly, but it's way more spicy ginger flavor. So it's I like it a lot because it's way more ginger, I guess. It has like this ginger burn to it, you know. It means healthy, like, but no. Also, it's called ginger beer, but similar to ginger ale, it's not alcoholic. I just like it for the taste. So I was, yeah. I mean, otherwise I walked around and I went to a store where I usually shop to buy some pork. I bought some ground meat, right? And I had bought myself 1.5 kilograms of ground pork that I cooked up into nice burrito meat stuffing, right? Because I ran out of meat stuffing and I still have a lot of beans for burritos that I made. So together I wrap them together in a burrito and then you put them on a grill and it's delicious. It is absolutely yummy. But I was thinking to say like it's meow, Miami, as in like meowy and yummy. But then I was like, I'm breaking my. I'm breaking my mouse trying to say it. I was thinking where we're supposed to go now, and my assumption is Pale Grounds. I assume it would be a good idea to go to Pale Grounds. To which we can easily know it. Was it this way? Yeah. Oh. So yeah, made some more burrito stuffing, so I'm gonna have more burritos. I bought a little bit more sausages because I decided I didn't have enough Bratwurst hot dogs that I was eating for this entire, like my meal plan for past week, like 2 weeks, was one day I eat hot dogs, right? Another day I eat burritos. So it's like diversity in my food. And I decided that I didn't have enough hot dogs, so I need to buy more hot dogs. And I bought like bratwurst, which is like a white sausage that I put on hot dogs. I put it to buns, make hot dogs. Have you watched that movie with the have you I mean, okay, maybe perhaps 4 hot dogs per day as like your main source of nutrition for one day may not be good. And then I don't know, maybe. But then I compensate by having a really healthy 2 burritos for the day. And it's like a big burrito, and there's like a lot of beans and a lot of meat and vegetables. It's like very nutritious, I would say. It's delicious, but it's also the key important part is nutritional aspect. I'm making them that way. I don't know if it's not healthy, honestly. Like might be, but like I'm not suffering from medicine, and I also have some vitamin C and other. I mean, most of the vitamins are in burrito because of all the vegetables I put in it. But then also there is I also get vitamins in the sense that like in case if I need like vitamin C and D, I go out for vitamin D, and for vitamin C I get the occasional lemon juice, lemonade that I make. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm not super healthy. Like it's there is a genuine maybe should be concerned for my health. Well, it keeps the group shell. Only 2 now? Wow, okay. That's actually a lot. So yeah. Anyway, went out today, walked around a lot. Well, I went out to the Kaufland, but I also went out and to the store called Lidl, right, to buy the meat. But I also bought some of the cheapest vodka I could find because I was very curious about making some Moscow Mule with the ginger beers that I bought. Because I had Moscow Mule before, and I was like, well, you know, one drink in a while does not hurt. So I decided to buy some. Wait. Did I not? No, this is equipped. Okay. Yeah. Okay, one. Damn, we have a lot of money in this thing, so maybe... Can we, like, the most efficiently hurt ourselves? Hold on a second. Because, like, I didn't want to sacrifice 2,000 Geo to this guy. Actually, I don't know. Was it a limit on Geo? How much you need to sacrifice for this fucking thing to work? Wait, was this not? Okay. Because it's dropping all my savings. It's 2,000, which is not much, but like... Wait a minute. Things found and... Hello. Right. Oh, fair enough. I mean... Don't force yourself to do it in one go, right? Okay, well... no, I mean, like, literally, you don't have to do it all in one go, as in, like, you code... You do a little bit of a project, one piece at a time, like you have 7 days. You break it into like 7 parts. Maybe don't even break it in like concrete parts, just break it into like digestible bites. See what you can do today and then see what you can do tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a lot, but you can do... Like I feel like you can do... you can do it if you just, you know, pace yourself. That's what I'm doing right now with my projects. I do a little bit at a time. Like any project that I have, I just do a little bit at a time, and and take it one foot in front of another, and eventually I just get it done. Like it may not be the quickest way, but it is reliable, I guess. And I have like a solution for you in this case. I just can only cheer you on, like you can do it. I believe in you. I guess we should go to Colosseum of Fools, earn some money. We could go up from there, but we could also go to Colosseum of Fools directly through the... What's that? Like, also, to be fair, you are watching me right now play Hollow Knight instead of doing the project, which is procrastination. I know it's hard to get out of procrastination. You could technically, like, listen to me in the background, or you could, you know, don't listen to me at all and just work on your project. Either one of those is a good option that's gonna allow you to work little by little. No, my not through here. Up. So yeah, one of the things that I was thinking about Well, one thing I was thinking about today, and I guess it's a little bit, it's not weird, but like I feel so weird about the topic. Like, who decided that it's a good idea for Hillary Clinton to run against Donald Trump? Not in the sense of like, not in the sense of like, oh, she could never win against Donald Trump, but I mean in the sense of like Hillary Clinton, like the wife of ex-president, like that is the worst candidate you can ever imagine. Because I personally cannot imagine like voting. I guess that in US it's like a two-party system, but like I can't imagine voting for somebody who is known as like the spouse of ex-president, you know? I know, it's just weird to me. The idea that they were relying on a person because like it's not even the problem with the fact that she is no, actually the main problem is the fact that she is the spouse of an ex-president, because it means that you are voting for essentially a third term of that president. It's not because no matter how much she is her own person separate from Bill Clinton, she is also his spouse. And in turn, I just think it's really weird to have it almost feels like dictator-wise, you know? Like, I'm not saying that she's a dictator by it becomes like monarchical government. Like at first you vote for like a spouse of ex-president, then you vote for their children, then you vote for the spouse of the children, and then you might as well just have monarchy. And it's not like it's not me against her policies over there. I know she was like super cringe with that Pokemon Go to the polls and everything, but like that's nobody here to judge her for being cringe. What I'm judging her for is the fact that I don't think anybody related to the previous ruler, I don't know how else to say it, the previous person in power can try to win, can try to be in the same position of power again. It's similar to how in Italy there's like Mussolini's granddaughter trying to go into well, I mean she already is in, but like she's trying to become the next president of Italy, right? And like there's this guy in Philippines who's literally the son of the previous Philippine dictator, and he's like platform is like, yo, yeah, he was a dictator, but he was just a working guy like you and me. And like, yeah, my mom owned like a full closet of designer shoes. And yes, one time they turned around entire plane to get to go back to the to go back to the like sandwich shops that they wanted to visit. But like they're regular people like you and me, and it's like and I just feel like it's very weird. Okay. It's very weird to have a it's very weird to have a person who is related to previous person in power as like a candidate, because I mean I would personally never vote for somebody who's like related to the previous Ukrainian president. I'm Ukrainian, so like I never voted before, but like if I had to vote, I would not vote for the previous presidents of Ukraine, like child, or a spouse, because I would be like, that's fucking weird. Why am I voting for this guy again, essentially? Because there's no way, like, the only way it could be, in my mind, rationalized if they ran completely opposite campaign. Like if Hillary Clinton somehow was running for fucking Republicans, you know? I would be like, oh shit, she is different from Bill straight up. Like she is completely different. But like, yeah, that's weird.
Billy Bob.
I like this guy. He's kind of cute.
Kärlet ma. Korak ma. Do Dakugand.
And then we can try to... One prefers mind not to be pride. It's rather unsettling, rather invasive.
Kärlet ma. Bakura. Three Milo.
He's kind of cute. He's like a big like squishy guy, and he's like, he does like a little laugh whenever you tickle his tail. But yeah, I mean, like I'd say like I never voted, but like, but it's mostly because I never had like a chance. As soon as like I turned 18, the fucking Russia attacked Ukraine, so I did not have much choice in terms of vote. Okay, like. But it just my key point is the fact that I don't think I could like vote for the spouse of a president. Oh, an ex-president, because it's essentially voting for that guy again, you know? So, like, giving this guy a third term. Not because the spouse can be a separate entity from the husband, but because they essentially don't disagree on... At least I assume they don't disagree on, like, their policies. I cannot imagine a husband who's like, eats the rich fucking communist, and a wife who's like free market libertarian or something. I can't imagine that, and thus I can't imagine that if you vote for a president and if you vote for a person related to the previous president, you're essentially voting for that president again. I mean, in terms of like US, it's super scuffed. We at least in Ukraine have like multiple parties, and like every president creates their own party most of the time. But like objectively, I just can't imagine, you know. If like Zelensky came out for like and now my son goes for president, I would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, give us Klitschko's son or something. I don't know. Does Klitschko have a son? I don't know. I don't care. But like, you know, if he does, he can get my vote. The son comes out with the same amount of brain damage that dad did. He comes out like speaking gibberish. I go, that's exactly like a dad. Like election in their concepts in their concept are usually in certain way are still monarchical, even if we try to say that monarchy is no more, we don't have any more like kings, we have like presidents and whatever. It's still undeniable that most of the people who go into politics are from rich, affluent families, and people who and people who go into politics after them are also from rich, affluent families, and they are their children. You know, it's not really like a It's not really like a mystery why. Like that's the problem I guess with like RFK Jr., right? Like he's not simply like he coast on. Well, number one, he's Kennedy, which is, as far as I understand, a very affluent, well-known family in the United States. So he coasts on that idea of being being from well-off family, essentially U.S. royalty. Then also he coasts on the fact that his uncle, not his dad, but his uncle, is ex-president JFK, who got shot like pretty early into his career. So there is literally no like scandals or anything about him. We only remember the good thing of like going to the moon and whatever, and throwing what the fuck he was doing. So people only remember him for the good thing his uncle did, and then his father was campaigning to become a president as well for like ages and never managed, and like he essentially continued the torch of second Kennedy president, and he's coasting on that like goodwill in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, he's just like he's the most blatant example of how unfair and blatantly, I would say, corrupt majority of electoral systems are, because the people who go to become the president are usually not people who are poor. Not simply because they usually need money to start the campaign, but also because they usually have some sort of connection within the circle. The only person who did not have connections, inner connections and circles within the parties was Trump, and he would buy in his people's goodwill towards him by donating to both parties, to both Democrats and Republicans, and was just essentially saying, "But can I be next? Can I be the next guy to can I be the next guy in charge?" And they always were like, maybe, you know, maybe next time. And it just so happened that this one time he managed. But yeah, all of this just to say, I don't trust any politician that comes from previous politician background. I need some Joe Schmo who never had anybody in office before. I need like Bill sister fucker from middle of the fuck nowhere. He wants to become president because he has like bright ideas or something. I don't know. I honestly can't believe the gall on. Did I not do this level before? I honestly can't believe the gall on the granddaughter of Mussolini and that Filipino guy who's like who's a descendant of who's literally the son of the previous dictator. Because you're not simply like you're not simply entering politics because you're like because just like RFK Jr. you are from like you're a descendant from a previous president. You're a descendant from previous dictator. You're a descendant from like the worst people the history of the country knows. And it's like unbelievable to me that people can have the balls to be just like, hey, I know my grandpa was literally Mussolini, but like trust me, this time it's gonna be different. This like anybody who's voting for the Mussolini granddaughter, believing that she is different from her grandpa, it gotta be eaten the same way that they ate Mussolini. I don't think they ate Mussolini. I think they just tore him to pieces, quite literally. Like some people have like his bones in like grandfather's locker room or whatever, but like. I mean, yes. Like I know we want to believe into like an old school into like everybody's the hero of their own story kind of thing, but no, like majority of modern day dictators, I'm pretty sure, well, number one, dictators are not just like oh, I was just trying to do good and then oopsie daisy, I executed millions and millions of dissidents. They're not like misunderstood fucking gate wings. They are real like evil people who try to take over governments for their own power and control. I believe that wholeheartedly. Because, well, number one, you have Kim Jong-un family, right? Like his entire family is dictators, and like you cannot be that high in power in like a state. Like, here's the thing: he didn't grow up in North Korea thinking this is normal. He grew up in U.S. He grew up in U.S. He went to fucking college in United States. I'm pretty sure United States or like United Kingdom, somewhere like in Western country. He grew up there. He went to school. He went to college. He enjoyed basketball to the point that he invited basketball player over to North Korea to hang out. Like, there is no fucking way he looks at what his country is and what's going on in his country and believes himself to be just doing the righteous good for like the fucking communist Korea. There is no way he's looking at all of this and thinks like, ah yes, this is glorious regime. He probably thinks, damn, this is my personal fucking playground and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, this is probably what he thinks. And majority of the showboating he does was like, are we gonna nuke South Korea? We're gonna nuke US, United Kingdom. Here we come with our nukes. All of that is probably just showboating to show off to his people, like, yes, we are mighty military among the world. We're the best. While he himself knows that they are like a small fish in a big pond trying to get by, you know. I absolutely don't believe he just doesn't understand what's going on, as he's like, as millions of people in his country starve. To be fair, there is a video like of him like passing a law, and he's like raises his hand to say I, and everybody else has to raise their hand to say I, and like he looks around to make sure that everybody's looking with him, and everybody's like raised their hand, and that was kind of cute, in sense that like he's like does he actually need to check, like does he really think that there is gonna be like one person who says like, no, sorry, glorious leader, I say nay to passing this bill. You know, like that was almost fucking. I saw that and I was like, that's kind of adorable. There's no way he thinks that there is somebody who's not gonna agree at the fear of getting like executed. Alternatively, you have like also you have like Xi Jinping, or you have what's his name? Putin, right? I know how I forgot his name, but like Putin absolutely knows he's a dictator. I certainly believe that, but I also believe that he does not know how little everybody else concerned themselves with Russia. I think because he's 60. No, he's like 75 last time I checked. He's like as old as my grandma, so like he's around 70. He is ancient, and he probably right now lives on a nostalgia similar to my like grandma and a lot of other old people, on the nostalgia of glorious USSR, and he probably lives with the idea that similar to how it was back in USSR period, everybody is afraid of Russia and everybody's like terrified of them, when nobody gives a fuck about Russia in modern day. In modern days, there is nobody on earth. Well, I mean, now obviously that they're attacking Ukraine, people are kind of like, yo, what the fuck is Russia doing? But like right before they were attacking Ukraine, nobody really thought about Russia in the same way Putin was thinking. I think everybody thought of Russia as like, well, you know, they're like rich in resources, we should trade with them. But nobody thought of them like as a threat the same way they thought of USSR. You know who they thought about threat as the same way they thought about USSR? China. They thought about China the same way they thought about USSR, and I just cannot imagine anybody buying into the hype that that Russia is the same way it was like back in the USSR days. It's a glorious fucking whatever, I don't know. But I do believe he is definitely knows that he is dictator. I do believe he knows that he's dictator because, well, number one, he worked as part of KGB. He knows what's up. He's been around the block. He knows what's going on. And number two, he is he's been like making like draconian laws and everything to like restrict people movement and like talking about. Like there's no way he, with like the knowledge that he has, looks at like Russia right now and doesn't think, I am ruling this shit, you know, I am the main man in this place. What should I pick? Ooh, perfect. I don't believe, and like alternative to Putin, even more blatant dictator, you have president of Belarus. And you know, with him, I think he might actually believe himself to be like a glorious leader who carried Belarus from like literally he's been president of Belarus for as long as Belarus existed as an independent state. as soon as they were granted independence, he was elected as president of Belarus, and he's been the same president ever since. And he might have believed himself to be like popularly approved until the last election where it was proven false. And now he's like he constantly talks to like people and like, but I carried you over from back in the day. I was there with you. I was literally with you when you were getting out of your crib. For some people, literally. For some people, literally, they were born and they lived only knowing this guy as the main leader. They literally only know this man as their president. And in his case, he might believe his own hype. Like, out of all people, like Putin, I think he knows. But the president of Belarus, I would believe he is so caught into his own hype, into his own like narrative, that he actually believes that he himself carried people through like the hard times, and that everybody who speaks up against him now is just really ungrateful child, I guess. I don't know. Okay, you know the weird thing, I caught myself sometimes right now, doing, is that I watch, so like, I don't know why, but it's like difficult to not watch sometimes these clips on YouTube of like movies. Like people will upload entire movies, but like clip by clip on YouTube Shorts, and you like watch it, and I don't know, sometimes you just get like caught up in watching it. But the most recent one I caught myself watching is the one with Alan Turing, the one where he and his like crack team of scientists decode Enigma machine from Nazis, right? And one thing that I'm thinking about is because you watch it like in segments, I can only judge the movie by like this segmented point of view, right? And the weird part about this movie is that I think they cannot decide what kind of level of autism they have to give to Alan Turing, because I don't know if the man was autistic in real life, but they sure as hell make them look like it in the movie, because he doesn't understand like jokes and sarcasm, and like they even comment on it in the movie, like oh come on, this is such a like outdated stereotype of like a recluse genius who doesn't understand jokes, but like he like doesn't understand them in the movie. And like my question is like, well, number one, was Turing actually like that autistic? And number two, I think they cannot decide on how autistic he can be, because in one of the scenes he's like, again, as I was saying, he doesn't understand, like people are talking to him like, hey, you wanna go out for lunch? And he doesn't understand because they don't straight up just tell him, wanna go out for lunch. And so he just goes, and he's like acts confused and oblivious, right? And then by the end of it, they go like, who's hungry? And he's like, oh, me, I'm hungry. Can we go grab some soup? Um, but like, then there is a scene again that I watched in the same way, where essentially they have like a girl scientist who's like a great help to Alan. She's essentially she's like his mom, because Alan in real life was gay, and so this girl is essentially his mom and like a best friend. And she like tells him like, Alan, you need to understand that like sometimes people like enjoy jokes and simple modes of affection, like small gifts and stuff. And he goes, oh, okay. And so he comes into the office, gives everybody an apple, and tells like, and really badly tells a joke of like, I need to outrun the bear, I need to outrun you joke. Fuck. And then it's like, okay, so he's like super autistic in that movie. But then in another scene, he's like talking to that girl, and he's like, and essentially she's like, and essentially she just, sorry. She's like, they're talking in front of her parents, so they have to like talk in cipher. And he kinda immediately figures out that the reason she cannot like help him with war effort because she's working in a place with all men and her parents disapprove of it. So she like points it out to him like in a cipher, and he notices it, and he goes like, well, actually, you know, we're gonna dispatch you to a new place where only women work. And her parents go yippee, and then they get out, and he's like, well, sometimes you gotta, and he goes like, well, sometimes you gotta lie for the greater good. But like he's shown so autistic throughout the other scenes that like I genuinely cannot believe that he even understands the concept of lying, you know. Like that is like he like shown consistently to be too autistic to like understand, to number one understand when her complex situation of like, my parents don't want me to go out, and then to understand that he needs to lie in order to like help her out. Like nothing else from the scenes that I've seen show me is that he would be conscious enough of doing that. Not because I don't know autistic people cannot lie. Not because I somehow don't know that autistic people can lie, but because like I don't believe that this guy would know how to lie. To be fair, in terms of like, do dictators know that they are dictators? I do love the trope in like fantasy where it's like, well, actually I am the hero of my own story, but like it's the problem is the real world doesn't work like that. There's no like some people are just genuinely evil, and if you're a dictator you can't just oopsie daisy your way into power. It's a very specific thing. You have to do like a very specific things to become a dictator in real life. Action. Oh, and Alan Turing, by the way, in that movie is played by Benedict Cumberbatch, so... And I know why I have to point it out, because, like, there have been only one movie about Turing in the recent years, but, like, just in case, if anybody's confused, who's playing it? It's Benedict Cumberbatch. The guy who also played an autistic guy in Sherlock. In terms of Sherlock, he was not about like he was autistic by like convenience, because obviously Sherlock would be so very much autistic in real life. You know, if you have like this genius, you can't just have a genius who's like really smart and he like knows how to read people's emotions or whatever. No, he has to be also like autistic. And he is supposed to be bad at reading people's emotions, even though he's a detective and should be quite knowledgeable on knowing what people are feeling certain emotions, like liar, like when they're lying or feeling disgusted or whatever. But no, he's gotta be weird, autistic guy. My hatred for it, not even in terms of like not even in terms of oh, why is it gotta make Sherlock autistic, but more in the sense of that autistic in terms of in a lot of fiction, autistic just means they're like weird, like almost robotic people, and it's always because they're smart as well. Like it's never like, oh, he's autistic, he like stares too much sometimes. Or like he's autistic, he keeps rumbling about trains sometimes, you know. Not even like trains, because trains is like, I think, too hyper specific for a lot of like media. Like that would be like almost like a parody kind of thing. But like have them like just grumble sometimes, you know, like, and yeah, and then go like, oh yeah, he was actually autistic, you know. He's rambling about this specific subject. Yeah, he just. Sorry to tell you that this guy who keeps telling you about Ford Mustang and how awesome of a car it is actually autistic. Surprise, I guess. Yeah, this like hunky guy who works on cars every day and loves tinkering with his Ford Mustang, like he's autistic. I mean, I know, surprise for you, but that's mostly because your opinion about autistic guys comes from fucking Cumberbatch movies. Technically, Kevin 11 from technically Kevin 11 from Ben 10 is autistic. Like he knows about engineering more than anybody else on the team. He has like very specific interests about cars. He could be on the spectrum, but nobody writes Kevin 11 on the spectrum. Everybody writes fucking Alan Turing and fucking Sherlock Holmes. Aaron Turing could be like autistic in real life, but I would bet my ass he was not as autistic as they're portraying in that movie. I mean, in that movie, like he's doesn't like he's so autistic in that movie that he's suspected of being a Russian spy because of how autistic he is. They're like, is there gotta be something wrong with him, and it cannot be autism. I'm gonna fucking Google it right now. Was Alan Turing autistic? Was Alan Turing autistic? Pioneer mathematics and computers widely believed to have had autism. Okay, with some experts suggesting he may have had Asperger's syndrome. Okay, well, I guess in this case, yes, they are cooking with it. Okay, sorry, I was misspeaking. I was misspeaking to the writers. I was saying I don't know if he's autistic, but like for me they were like making him too autistic. But like Asperger's, as far as I know, is actually one of the heavier autisms. It's like a flavor of autism called spicy, and it's like if you have like by spicy level autism, like Asperger's goes on like Indian restaurant level spicy. Okay, like it doesn't. Damn, that sucks. I was shit talking Alan Turing this entire time, but also like he is autistic in Sherlock, and like in Sherlock it doesn't really fucking make sense. I genuinely hoped in Sherlock they would bring back that like book excerpt where Sherlock talks to Dr. Watson, and he says, "Well, of course I know this. Just as I know that the Earth is flat." And then fucking Watson goes, "What the fuck are you talking about? Why would the Earth be flat?" And then Sherlock goes, "I don't know. I just never like learned about the fact that it's round." Like he goes like, "It's round. Everybody knows it's round." And Sherlock is like, "Oh, I just didn't know that." And he's like, "How do you not know that? You're Sherlock Holmes." And Sherlock Holmes goes, "Well, you keep important information in your like private library, and I had to throw away information like people's birthdays and the Earth is round, so I could know what the mud brick at the Scotland Yard tastes like." Okay, like you can't be top level detective and also know that the Earth is round. Thank you, Watson, for telling me that the Earth is round, because now that I know it, I lost the memory of how mud brick in Wales tastes like. Okay, like fuck you, Watson. But yeah, what I'm saying is that in Sherlock Holmes TV show, instead of making him autistic, they should have made him flat earther. He would be arguing against Watson that the Earth is flat, and he would be like in between every case he would be like, "No, but you see, if you just have a perpetual centrifuge on which you spin the Earth, it will simulate gravity while also remaining the Earth being flat." And Watson is like, I don't understand you, Mr. Holmes. It doesn't make sense. Why would it perpetually spin around, simulating simulating gravity instead of it being round and it being actual gravity. And Sherlock Holmes goes, well, this is one mystery I've yet to discover. Me writing a Sherlock Holmes fanfiction, but it's just about Sherlock Holmes being flat earther. It would be such fucking peak. Fuck. Sorry, I have like a niche in my throat, in my nose. I like gotta sneeze. And it's most likely because when I was cooking my meat filling for the burritos, I had emptied entire like spice rack on the meat filling. Like it had like it had black pepper, white pepper, paprika, smoked paprika. It had garlic powder. It had salt, chili flakes, cumin, and cinnamon. That's what I put in my burritos. And I was doing it at exactly this desk I'm sitting on, and I sneezed really hard when I was pouring the paprika, the pepper, because it just like it was all in my nose. I was mixing those spices in like one blend to empty onto the thing. Like, you know, now that I think about it, one thing that I one thing that I regret, yes. One thing that I regret from my childhood, I was given at like 11 a chance to make meat skewers, beef skewers. Like in Ukraine, we make shashlik, right? It's like you take like chunks of meat around 10 centimeters in length, and you skewer it on a metal skewer, obviously, and fry it over charcoal. And I was given the chance to marinate it, but well, number one, my marinade kind of sucked. I was not very good at marinating, but like I think I could do way better job now if I was marinating it, because I have like entire years of cooking, number one, and number two I have like and number two, I would not be trusting my grandma with buying the meat, because she bought the worst kind of meat you can have. Like it was full of connective tissue and sinew, because she bought like instead of buying like guess I was like I'm gonna go buy meat, and she's like, no, I know a producer, he's gonna buy the meat for us. And then I was like, okay, and she bought a piece of meat that had like the most connective tissue you can ever imagine, because it was like exactly in between the muscle. It was like the two muscles, it was the part where the two muscles join, and it was like the worst part of the. It's genuinely the worst part of the meat, and would be thrown away if my grandma not fucking bought it from that guy for super cheap prices. So yeah, I would number one not trust my grandma with buying beef, and number two I would be marinating it way better with better spices. And by better spices, I just mean I would empty out entire rack of spices into that bad boy. I would be adding like spice from Doom. Like my but by the end of the cookout, oh, this is kind of cute. This is kind of funky. Okay, by the end of the cookout, my family members would be like speaking like their own Arrakis, you know, they would be like Shibu Shaba. I don't know what the fuck this is. They would be like, I see past and future and present. I know I am worse than Hitler and Mussolini combined. All because I let billions die. They would do entire speech from God Emperor of Doom. They would proclaim me Al-Qaid. I would be... What the fuck was I rambling about? I don't know, like a spirit of Emperor of Doom took me over. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I had like some other point that I was gonna, like something else I was gonna bring up on stream, but I have no idea. Oh, I think, you know what? I think, okay. I think this is like a really stupid and like a pet peeve of mine, I guess, but like, I cannot believe that some people actually wear those like foreboots, as like not a part of, you know, in summer, because I was on my way from a store and I saw a girl walking in like a tank top, shorts, and like those fluffy fur boots, and I was just thinking to myself, who the fuck wears this? Like, I assumed this was like a winter wear. Like, why would you? I don't even get how this is like stylish. I guess I never understood, but it's just ridiculous to me, you know, when I look at it. Not only is it like fur boots in summer, but it's also like fur boots on top of crank no, crop top and shorts. Like, what is like genuinely, like, how is this considered stylish? I don't know. But I never was a style aficionado, I would say. I'm never, I just wore, I just wear what I consider looks good, and I can always fit in almost any environment. Except if I'm at the Gauss nightclub. Like that's where I stand out, because I will be wearing a polo shirt and shorts, and they will be like, that does not fit, my guy. I am wearing also slippers, which doesn't work at the Gauss nightclub, because most of them wear the fucking Team Martens, and it fucking and any step on my feet is like crashing. It's like makes me size 2 more, you know, size 2 larger. Fuck. Also, I mean, objectively, is it not like hot? Okay, like I'm back on the fucking on the poor fucking boots in summer. But like, isn't it like hot in the poor fucking boots in summer? Like, I barely even wear shoes in summer. Like, if I go to the store, I will just wear fucking slippers. So like, objectively, like, I can't imagine being in fucking boots. Son of a bitch. Ah, sure. That one wasn't me. I kind of mistimed it. Fuck. Shit. Oh god. Fuck. Hold up. Shit. That was my last Hail Mary sent in the... Come on, stop running away. Shit. I had like a bite, I think, of mosquito right on my wrist. It's the worst fucking place, man. No worries, I'm gonna allow you to take your relaxing sauna. Oh, I bought some smoked cheese today, cause I wanted like an extra. I bought a lot of like little treats today, in between ginger beer, some cola. I also bought some of those like stuffed croissants with chocolate, and another one with the what's the name for it? Custard filling. Yes, right. Like one is custard, another is chocolate filling. Really nice. And I also bought some. Smoked cheese. But the thing is, I expected it to be more salty than it was. So I cut it up into pieces. I ate like half of it, but I also salted it extra because it wasn't salty enough for me. But it has nice smoky flavor. Can you imagine, to make smoky cheese they make cows smoke 6 packs a day? That's how you get the smoky flavor. It's Marlboro Light. Cow just chain smokes every day to make sure you get the smoky cheese flavor. Sadly, I was not able to work on Bioshock video because of how much I've been out today. Because I've been out so much. I've been out for a long time, and then my downstairs neighbors started to play their Czech music. I'm not I'm not stereotyping music like who they are because of the music. I'm just saying the music is in Czech language and by Czech artists. Okay, like it's very specific, you know. Like it's not a. But yeah, they started to play their music, so I was not able to record these, obviously. But there's always tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, there is after tomorrow. Now I'm struggling. You know? What's a good thing to pick? Gonna get ourselves a bunch of little helpers. Wait, no, what? Interesting. That's like all the damage actually. Fuck. Damn, spores are actually a really interesting power in this case. Wow. I know I didn't use it before, but it's pretty good actually. Yeah. I think so. I think there is like other as well caveats. Like example, one of the recent goals I think it's to like unlock a VIP badges. To unlock VIP badges, I have to upkeep this like 50 followers, and I also have to have I think it's like 5 people chatting at the same time. But because of how Twitch counts it, it's safer to have 6 than 5. But yeah, that's kind of the premise. There's a lot of stuff that you can do once you have 50. The more followers you have, obviously, from Twitch site. How are you doing, brother? How are you today? Ah. Shit. It's nice to essentially heal and still deal damage. shit. Oh wow, my wow, okay. Interesting. Yeah. My joints in like inner elbow really hurt right now. I don't know if it's because of all the bags I was carrying today or if it's because of the exercise I did yesterday. I try to always have at least one type of exercise. Like I used to exercise in like every day I would do push-ups, every day I would do squats, every day I would do plank, I would do like every day. But then suddenly I fell into a slump and I couldn't do like exercise every day. And now I'm trying to, you know, at least keep consistency to have at least one type of exercise one day. It doesn't matter what exercise, but I do one set of exercise one day. And yesterday it was the exercise with the dumbbell, and maybe my inner elbow hurts because of the dumbbell, or maybe it hurts because of the bags I was carrying. I don't know, but either way, it is hurting. Well. Oh shit, these guys. Okay. You can still do it. Wow, okay, interesting. Like, even at full health, you can still do this for a person. That's pretty neat. It's interesting that he still attacks them, even. I remember one time I somehow killed one, but I don't remember how exactly. I think it's like it's related to hitting them directly into the face. But that was crazy. I remember I did it once somehow, and I don't remember how to replicate it. It was a pure accident, so. Okay. Back to it. Aha, I have another guy who can also cast spells, motherfucker. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about somebody else also being able to cast spells? You damn bitch. What's going on? Why is there so much game? Shit. Okay, that one, my bad though. Shit. Hi, Santa. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Goddamn. Want to stay? No, why M? I can't do M properly in this setup, but M C, is it C A? It's fun to stay. No, why M C A? It does take a lot of their health away, right? Like, it looks like it, because I just punched him once. I think my strategy works, I just need to dodge better. Honestly, I've been keeping such a good sleep schedule lately. It's unbelievable, you know. I also been having dreams. Who knew that with a good sleep schedule you can have dreams instead of just passing out and waking up in a hazy demeanor like I usually do. Good sleep schedule is a good thing. Honestly, it did not fix the amount of like energy I have, or bags under my eyes, but I did have a consistent sleep schedule. And now, whenever I talk to my friends, I don't talk to them as soon as I wake up and then sit alone in my room until it's 7 in the morning. Just to fall asleep until it's 3 in the afternoon. Like, having non-consistent sleep schedule fucks me mostly in terms of like hanging out with friends, like having a call, because I would be like texting to them at 7 a.m. and then fall asleep and get response. They like would respond at like 12 normal time, but for me it would be like when I'm asleep. And then we would like usually maybe sometimes talking like at like 3 o'clock when I woke up, and then we would be like, okay, is he gonna go to sleep? And I'm gonna be spending the night as usual, just fucking around. It was a consistent sleep schedule, to be fair, because I was consistently going to sleep at 7 in the morning. It just, you know, it was terrible consistency towards everybody else. What is there with the science behind like night owls and like early birds and shit? Because I don't feel like because I feel like if you're consistently falling asleep at the same time in like the afternoon versus if you're consistently falling asleep in the morning, it's still consistent timing. So your monkey brain shouldn't go, I'm very confused, why am I falling asleep at 7 a.m. Wouldn't you like internal clock shift, especially because we have like artificial lighting and everything? Right? Because our modern day lights actually emulate the sunlight pretty consistently. Once your internal like monkey brain go, oh, the sun is out, it's fine, you know? It's fine not to sleep right now. I don't know. Oh, he's still alive? Wow. What a lucky son of a bitch. Unbelievable. Not much. Shit! Under. Want to say no one sees. Want to stay down see want to stay no one see. Son of a wow, okay, wow, ooh. Okay, I don't get it. Okay, so what other things we can do? Because we clearly can do some stuff. Because oh boy, I'm doing this because we could get some money, and from that money we could go to buy the last of the Unbreakable series of charms. But alternatively, there's something I'm missing, but I don't remember what it was. A way to get towards the palace, but I don't remember how you do that. Did we really loot every? No, we're still. Did we loot every warrior's grave? I think so. We got the what's called the King's Brand at the the King's Brand at the cast of shell. One of the things we need is that we have what this is that we have white fragment, right? And if you have white fragment, you can get the other half in the in the palace. In the palace to which the White King fucked off. But I don't remember where the palace was.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. Not this one either. Like this, I'm pretty sure we explored everything. Do we need to go back to Ancient Basin again? Mantis Village, Queen Station. We got the bite fragment from the Queen. And I genuinely don't remember. No, maybe it's the one. It's the fountain thing, right? Is it the fountain thing? You go to the fountain, you fill it up with 3000 geo. You know, let's try one more time. No wait. Maybe we're gonna figure out how our tactic plays out. Let's go with this. Yeah, you can throw it like from way further away. Shit. Come on. I'm just trying to get some fucking soul. Okay. I think this charm combination may be the winner. I'm not Veden's man, but if I could. Fuck it. I don't know how he missed me, but that was lucky. they have actual like direction to point towards me, or is it fully random? Because I don't get like they kind of seem like they're attacking me directly, but also not at the same time. These really fuck me up. Like the fact that they're spitting 3 at once. He can wait. I need to recharge. You can wait until I recharge, right? This man is really like skittish. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. God damn it, bastards. Oh. Son of a bitch. Shit. Of course, right. How could I forget? No, come on, come on, come on. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. Damn. I was really betting for the... Maybe if I get the... What was the quick charge? This one? We have one more to seal the deal with. Oh shit, hold on. What if we instead go with this? I know they regenerate really slowly. But that means as long as I just keep dodging successfully, I can regen at least one extra. And that would really help me in the long run, as the short run. It was a successful run, we got really far. Got so far and got so far. See, and that's how you regenerate once. Honestly, maybe it's just too long. Maybe we should have went for the quick recovery instead. I always feel thirsty before, like, as I'm going to stream, and like, I don't know, I should keep like a bottle of water because I'm just dehydrated. I wanna really badly make a lemonade. I have lemon juice, I have water, sugar, everything I need. What's the appropriate amount of lemon juice for lemonade? Like the water to lemon juice ratio, what would be the ideal amount? Because I feel like for me an ideal lemonade it's just lemon juice and sugar. But I feel like that is not good lemonade. I feel like there is ingredient of water missing. I did make impromptu lemonade last time, like a couple of days ago when I was on my way back from the store and I was so goddamn dehydrated. I was like, damn, lemonade would slap it. So I went ahead and got myself lemon juice. And like majority of it was water and then some lemon juice and some honey in it. And it was the best lemonade I have ever had. But I feel like, but not feel like I know I did not, like I just eyeballed the recipe and I tried to recreate it a couple of days ago and it was the worst lemonade I had in my life. So I think like there's appropriate level of to her, I also, maybe it was the best lemonade I ever had because I was so fucking thirsty. Like I was so dehydrated that literally I could, like at the time I could have just drank my own piss and it would be like the best ever lemonade I ever had. You know, I don't know. maybe I was just like so thirsty. I was like, and then I was less thirsty when I was making the second lemonade. Because first one was a couple of weeks ago, second one was a couple of days ago. I feel like there's like a distance of time and proportion of sources, you know. I was also passing by McDonald's and like, damn, McDonald's. The problem with McDonald's is the fact that it is super fucking nostalgic, I guess. I don't know how else to say it. But like every time you pass by, it always smells exactly the same. And you always feel like, hey, maybe you should get McDonald's. I did not get McDonald's, but I was like, I was really tempted. I had 30 euro in my pocket. And I was like, that 30 euro is burning all in my pocket. You know, like that 30 euro could really buy me a fucking one McDonald's menu. Last time I've been to McDonald's was a long time ago, so I didn't even know what the prices are. Something still $9.99 for whatever the fuck that is. To be fair, I don't think I've ever been in German McDonald's. I've been in German Burger King before I was in German McDonald's. And there is not a Burger King in Germany. Well, at least not in my city. It's probably in... I was like it was conveniently the only Burger King on the way from my working to the place I lived at. I'll fucking chow down on some Burger King right now. Americans always criticize their Burger King, and I know I've never been in American Burger King, but like every time I go in there, it's like alright. For a burger place, it doesn't taste any different. It doesn't have McDonald's smell though. I don't know what they like they gotta make fucking McDonald's candles, you know, with like distinct McDonald's smell. Make McDonald's refreshing. Bro, imagine you go out on a date and you spritz yourself with McDonald's deodorant, okay? The Chanel number 9. And she goes like, "Why do you smell like McDonald's?" Yeah, no, she's gonna be like, "Damn, you smelling like Big Tasty." You know, like, "Oh, thank you." Thank you very much. me spritzing myself with McDonald's fragrance, so she always thinks of me whenever she goes to McDonald's. She can't now not go. She can't now go to McDonald's and not think of me. The problem is, of course, if she's not a big fan of McDonald's. Fuck Chanel number 5. You know, I remember seeing that meme of like, hey, did you know that like that McDonald's is founded by 2 brothers and one of them is called Dick, and you could be chewing on the big dick right now instead of Big Mac. And I'm just thinking like that's like a terrible misinformation, because, well, yeah, one of them is called Dick, but both of them are called McDonald's. You know, like McDonald's was a family name. McDonald's family name, burgers again. Like, in no world you would be chewing on Big Dick. I mean, it would be funny. Like, I like debating not making the restaurant named Dicks, so you can say I was eating dicks. And then everybody like asks like, so who's Dick? And I just go like, nobody. There's nobody named Dick in this restaurant. It just called this wait for a joke. A joke, a hoot, a funny prank. Fuck. Hold on, mate. Hey Merle, how's it going? I was just about to show a funky video. I'm just trying to relax right before going for another fucking round, and so we're gonna be watching this funny meme I found, and so I want to share. It's a real C media player. Yeah, I don't know why Trump is so bothered. Is so bothered by his connections to Epstein. I mean, he can just, you know. Oh. Just move your body. Don't care about it. Just move your body. Oh. Because I feel like if he just was like, because he's like really crashing out over the he's really crashing out over the Epstein files, but like, thank you, Amelia. This is exactly the reaction I was expecting. Yeah, it's enjoyable, but it's a little bit hard, so I'm just taking a little bit break. I honestly don't know why Trump is crashing out over his connection to Epstein files, because like, legitimately, oh, thank you. Because legitimately, over like the Epstein files, if you think about it, Trump is not the only person connected to it. There is so many people connected to it, like the Prince William, what the fuck his name? Like the guy who was like, thank you. The guy who was like, oh, she described me as sweaty, but I cannot sweat. Yeah, it is. That's very cool, Bianca. That's not at all suspicious. Like, legitimately, like, Trump is the only one sweating, but like, Bill Gates is implicated in Epstein files. Bill Clinton is implicated in Epstein files. Fucking, what the fuck his name? Prince Andrew is implicated in Epstein files, but Trump is the only one losing his cool, the only one who's like sweating over it. It's fucking wild to me.
I've gathered you all here to discuss a serious matter.
Yes, my king. Is it about this order for these sublates?
That's by the way the place that I really want to enter right now, but I don't remember how, so I'm just kinda, you know.
No.
The constant draining in an underground city.
No.
The plumbing issue?
No.
Your son's somewhat alarming growth spurt.
Oh no, not quite.
I don't even know why I'm here.
There is a reason for that. Our enemy, the Radiance, is returning. It seemed our plan to seal it within a pure vessel hasn't worked.
Well, you can't really blame anyone else for that.
Coochie coochie coo. No bug can be blamed for that. It was unavoidable. Anyway, I have a plan, and for it I need all of you.
I'm going home. My king, where's the queen? Shouldn't she be present for such a discussion?
The queen is taking some time in her garden. Apparently I've done something to upset her. Can't imagine what I've done. Nonetheless, she is out of the picture right now.
Make a baby with me and I'll do whatever you want. What? How dare you ask such a thing of our faithful king?
I'll take that into consideration.
Wow! Okay, I think we're getting off track here. What exactly is it you need us to do?
Basically, I want to put you all into a permanent coma, which acts as a seal to hold the Radiance at bay, which will only work temporarily, while I move my entire palace to an unknown location and live out the rest of my days being waited on by my many, many servants while you all wait in an existential dream world waiting for death.
Excellent idea, my king. I will gladly serve in anything you need. Just make me a baby. Am I the only one that thinks this is a stupid idea? Evidently so. Fine, we'll do the Nightmare Dream World thing.
Why is she Scottish suddenly again?
I'm the best king and never had any bad ideas. I'm gonna go
Sire, shouldn't we maybe think about the other bugs we have? My lord? Oh. Where's the king's bedroom?
Yeah, there's an entire playlist. Cool. Interesting. Now that content. Okay, back to it. Don't move. Don't care about it. Just move your body. Oh, oh. God, why can't Trump just relax about the pedophile charges? Why can't he just be like Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew and the did I say Bill Clinton? Bill Gates, yes. Like they ain't sweating at all. Like they somehow Epstein cracked before they did. Epstein went with like there is Epstein list, so there is as much as there is Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus, which is like a very suspicious thing to say. Not only because it's Stephen King. Not only because he's defending the idea that there is no Epstein list, like when nobody even asked him, like nobody even mentioned Stephen King, you know, but he's defending it, which definitely implicates him, but also because he does have suspicious writing around underage children. Like he is very interested in bits of lore around it books and the rest, the like, where he goes in great detail explaining just how much and how nipples are erect. Like nobody even asked Stephen King, and he just immediately went out. No, there's no Epstein list. It's like me being like, it's equivalent to me going up and like, guys, don't worry, nobody shit on the carpet in the living room, and then suddenly you go, did you shit on the carpet in the living room? And I'm like, nobody shat on any carpet in a living room, and definitely didn't wipe with curtains. It's like immediately put suspicion on you as like, I don't think anybody ever mentioned Stephen King. Like nobody ever mentioned Stephen King, but he suddenly started like cracking out the expression. He's like, No, guys, trust me. Stephen King cracked before the guard did. Oh fuck, that's on me, I pressed the wrong button. I only recently realized that I bought the worst phone case of all phone cases because it has like micro grooves for like better grip, but like those grooves pick up like any sort of like dirt and like hand grease like a motherfucker. So like I went with like an old toothbrush and just like scrubbed it for a minute to just see how bad is it, and it's a lot of grease and whatever. Like terrible choice for a phone case. Pick a nice smooth phone case. I get that it's gonna like scratch after a while, but whatever. You can live with scratches on a phone case. Just move your body. Don't care about it. Oh, oh. It's, by the way, like about Bill Clinton. There's a legitimate gripe I have with the fact that, like, obviously everybody knows that Donald Trump was on Epstein Island and he raped some kids, most likely. But rarely anybody talks about Bill Clinton. Like people really fucking ignoring Bill Clinton right now. Like, just as I said, like he really like Prince Andrew. Like they question him for a little bit. I'm saying is Bill Clinton still alive? Actually, hold on a second. Maybe I'm like. Nobody questioned Bill Clinton. He's been dead for years. Bill. No date of birth. He's still alive. Fucker, still kicking. Is there like no new pictures of him or something? Why is Epstein investigation the source of so many conspiracies? It's hilarious how people also ask. What is Trump saying about Epstein files now? What was Trump's relationship with Epstein? What Epstein investigation? But it's just like, I just googled Bill Clinton. I didn't ask anything else. In office. No, there's no date of death. Right? In office. Yeah, no, he's still alive, yeah. Wow, he is older than Hillary. That is fucking crazy. I thought they were around the same age, but like, But they're like 30 years separate? Wow, holy shit, okay. That's... What? Hold on a second, there's 30 years difference? That is fucking insane. Wow. That is... I mean, now we definitely know he did all the kids, because 30 years difference. Yeah, wow. When? How old were they? How old were Clintons when they married? Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton married in 1975. Bill Clinton was 29 years old. Wait, what? Then why were they showing such a big difference in age? What the fuck? Oh, that was their that was their okay. They married 30 years after he was born. Not okay. I thought fucking Hillary Clinton was okay. Jesus Christ. And when was she? She was the 26th Secretary of State in the administration of Barack Obama. Okay. Well, when was she born? Oh, they're like same fucking age. Okay. I was like, damn, they had like 30 years difference. Nobody like questioned that. Holy shit. But no, there's 30 years difference. They married when he was 30, around 30. He was 29. Whoa. Okay. Hey, he's still kicking around. Nobody questions fucking Bill Clinton. Bill Gates, nobody even fucking mentions him. Like, I heard Bill Clinton mentioned only like a little bit during Epstein files, especially like when like he died, people were like, oh, Clintons did it, Clintons did it. But after that, like nobody mentioned Clintons at all. Like there was that like mentioned that was on Trevor Noah show, right? Where he was like, well, Hillary, you definitely killed. How did you kill Jeffrey Epstein? And it was like played off for laughs, but like, no. Can we backtrack on that? Like she is married still to a pedophile, and most likely knew about it. Can we backtrack a little bit? Can we get a little bit of a double check on that? You know, like, can I get an extra prize with it a little bit? Me when I'm interviewing the spouse of known pedophile and child rapist. So how did you how did you cover those up? Am I right? Like, no, like what? Come on. I mean, to Trevor Noah show, I don't think you could ask her about the covering up child sex trafficking, but you know, he could also not make a joke about it, because that's, I feel, is not good PR, at least in my opinion. Like, maybe don't bring it up at all if you're gonna just make a joke, because it is it's essentially like me interviewing an ex-Nazi party member and going, so how did you smuggle all those Jews into Auschwitz? And then everybody jokes about it, but like we know that he did straight up just he was on that train as like conductor or whatever, I don't know. Like he was the driver of the train, and then I just go like, so did the trafficking of Jews pose any problems for you? How was it? And everybody laughs. Like it's not fucking big deal. And essentially because on both sides there are prolific predators on both sides. In this case, actually on both sides. It's not like a well, both sides are actually bad. Just like don't you know, eating babies and not wanting to eat babies is essentially morally the same. No, in this case, there's not actually both sides are pedophiles. Both sides don't want to, you know, take the hit. So they're both covering up pedophiles because they're in the interest of upkeeping each other safe. So both Democrats and Republicans will go, oh, what a crazy fucking conspiracy theory. That there are pedophiles on Epstein Island? Oh, come on. Can't we just be civil and talk about bombing Palestinians? Because Republicans want to bomb them all, and Democrats want to bomb them a little bit. Now that is the real ripticker. Head scratcher, really, you know? Do you bomb Palestinian children a little bit? Or do you bomb them entirely? And make fucking cool parking lots at the place? You're gonna be sick as fuck. Like, all of them gonna be gold plated with Trump's name on it, and his face on the tallest building in the place. I feel like I'm like the most political VTuber. Not YouTuber, but VTuber. And I think there's any VTuber out there fucking talking about bombing Palestinian children. Like, and now, essentially, both sides are pretty bad because both of them don't want to not bomb Palestinian children. But you do have to vote for a side that at least argues that bombing a little bit Palestinian children is better than bombing them all. If there is such thing as voting for the lesser evil, and surprisingly, it is the best tactic if you don't want. Because I know they present themselves as the lesser evil to appeal to the most evil in humanity, but like, you know, like if you have a choice between eating shit or eating a little bit shit, you have to choose the little bit shit, I think. Like when no shit is not an option, you have to choose the little bit shit. You can't just say actually I prefer no shit at all. The plate is full, okay, and you get to choose how much you're gonna eat, but not eating is not an option. Because if you don't eat at least a little bit from this plate of shit, you're gonna end up having to eat the entire thing. I mean, to be fair, that's also the problem that you can only get in US, where third-party candidate is not available. In Ukraine, you could vote for like a guy who's like, actually we don't want to bomb children. Like I don't know what the fuck these guys are about, but we just want to like increase the crop production, like farmer subsidies, I guess. Like. They did move to recently. I found out that recently they did move to in Ukraine annihilate single voter, single candidate parties. So before you could have literally like a party of like one guy, and like as long as he had like enough voters for his side, he would have a seat in Ukrainian parliament to be like, yo guys, I'm kinda chill, you know. But they moved to decrease that number by essentially making it so you have two lists to vote from. You have to cast two votes. One for the members from the list, and another for members from not the list. So, from the other list. Essentially, the way it works is that on one list, you have current recognized parties in Ukrainian government. Like the ones that already sit in parliament, and the other list is made from people not in the parliament right now, and you can cast two votes. And one of them has to be for person already sitting in the for a party already sitting in the parliament, and another has to be for a party. It can be for a party that no longer sits in, that still sits in parliament, or it can be for a party from the second list of like these guys. We don't know like what their deal is yet, because they didn't have like enough power, but like they want to join the playhouse, and like you have to choose, you know. And essentially it allows you to constitutionally there has to be half of the seats from pre-approved parliamental seats from pre-approved parties, and another half is gonna be from this second list of like separate parties. And then the seats are together. There's like 772 seats, and they're split in half into like these new arrivals. Like essentially, you have half seats that are almost non-compete. They always will be there. These people will always be sitting at those seats, most likely. Maybe with some changes in like the proportions. Proportional number, right? So let's say you have like Democrats, Republicans, and like the third party. You would have like let's say 20% Democrats. In half of the seats, you would have 20% Democrats, 30% Republicans, and another 50% the third party. But and then another half you would have, let's say. Another half you would have different new seats from like 4th party, 5th party, and 6th party, and those seats on a new election will be able to be like, well, damn, do you want to keep these guys? Because if you want to keep these guys, they will be in that like second in the first option now. If you want to get new guys who are just now coming into parliament, they're gonna be in the second option. If somebody is booted, essentially, if somebody is booted out of the first option, if somebody is booted out of the parliament, nobody voted for them. They're gonna end up in the second option, where the new kids hang out, even if they're like the old established party. It's kind of complicated. I had to like reread it, and I don't know if I can explain it, but it's actually I think it's a good system overall. It was also confusing for my mom when I was explaining it to her, because before it didn't have this like second step of like pre-established parties. It had only it had only like, well, whoever you choose. But then I was like, oh no, they're trying to eliminate the like one-man party, so you can have like a Ukrainian Communist Party with like one guy who's like screaming about like old ice cream that nobody tasted in ages. And she said like, well, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. It makes sense to like annihilate single party, some amount of single party single person parties, because I mean, why the fuck would there be like just one guy in the seat, you know? Sometimes you can have just one guy, you know, you can have like Bernie party or whatever, but like it's pretty rare you're gonna have just one guy saying something relatable enough. Sure, that was an accent. Shit. Overall, if Ukrainian voting system was not corrupt for like the most majority of my lifetime, I would honestly say that we have a pretty good system. If majority of my lifetime was not, my mom did not tell me voting does not matter because fucking everybody's bought out, I would honestly say that Ukrainian system works pretty well, even without this new revision to decrease single member parties. Got him. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna be gotten it here, I think, overall. I think honestly, like it's a pretty good moment to cut the stream on, because I honestly don't know don't know what else I can do. Come on.
Don't worry, she's friendly.
My darling, please don't do it. Please. I will never ask anything of you again. We can stop by Petco on the way back home and get you a nice plump puppy for dinner. Just please do not attack her.
Come on, honey, let's pick up.
What's the name, by the way? Tivri? Tiki? I have no idea. It is with profound sadness that I announce that our sweet Princess Teeny, was put down today. After getting into altercation with another being, she will be remembered by all of our family as a cuddler, a cute driveler, a sweet slobber, and the kindest, most gentle soul the world has ever seen. She is survived by a litter of 12, who at this young age already share her panache and quirky love for uncooked meat. I mean, that's dogs, but sure. Those two little angels are rawhousing in heaven. It's fucking so great. Also, I think I had like my mom had like a story one time. She told me about like a girl that she knew. I think. No, she knew a person whose like daughter had her fucking bottom lip bitten off by a dog, and then they had to like stitch it back on, and it was fucking horrible. I cringe at the idea, just unbelievable.
I mean, I'm not saying I didn't deserve it, but I'm just saying being crushed in a suit, it's kind of overkill, you know?
Hey guys, shut up! Guess what? The entity just brought Goth IHOP into the fog. We gotta go.
Oh, hell yeah, I wanna go to Goth IHOP. Yo, Sonico, Michael, you guys wanna come?
Oh, I don't want to be like a buzzkill or anything, but I don't think the Goth IHOP allows minors, so I don't think Sadako could, like, actually, you know.
Oh, she's not a minor, she's like 19.
What are you talking about, dude? She looks like a 12-year-old girl, bro.
Oh, wait, no, I get it now. You're confusing Sadako with Samara.
What?
Well, you see, Samara Morgan was from the movie The Ring, which was made in 2002. But a lot of people don't know that that movie was actually a remake of the original movie called Ring, or Ringu to avoid confusion, which was made in 1998. And although they look similar, and Samara was based on Sadako, they're actually completely different characters, even down to the age and the backstory. For instance, Samara was killed by her mother before being dropped in the well, and Sadako was killed by her father before being dropped in the well. Well, unless we're talking about the novels in which she's killed a different way, but it's kind of freaky.
Wait, I'm confused.
I mean, if you want, I could go into the novels, but it's kind of like some sci-fi sex alien shit. Like, I'm not sure.
No, that's not what I'm confused about. How the fuck do you know the Ring lore if you're stuck in like a back room for over 30 years? Like, didn't that...
Why did I hear Discord notification?
Sex alien shit. Like, I'm not sure.
No, that's not what I'm confused about.
Oh.
How the fuck...
Fucking Solico got them Discord on.
Do you know the Ring lore if you're stuck in like a back room for over 30 years? Like, didn't that movie and the other movies come out like way after you're stuck in there?
Hey, look, it's Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul.
You can't just dodge my question by pointing out Tokyo Ghoul. Wait, that's an even bigger question. How the fuck do you know Tokyo Ghoul?
The isosceles
Anyway,
triangle
yeah.
has two
We're gonna be
congruent
wrapping
sides.
it on this. Tomorrow we're gonna come back to Hollow Knight. I'll find something better to do during the. I'll find something better to do. As opposed to die in Coliseum. On this note, tomorrow Hollow Knight. After tomorrow, I think I'm gonna be playing Carrion. After tomorrow, we're gonna come back to Cyberpunk 2077 and then Doom Eternal. Well, I mean, Doom Eternal Ancient Gods, Doom Eternal Ancient Gods again. And then we're gonna be coming back to Cyberpunk 2077, and then we're gonna be back to Hollow Knight.